wanted to come on and hope that everybody had a really, really nice Thanksgiving. And you had a lot to be grateful for. I know I've talked about gratitude before. Later, I'm going to do a longer video about this thing I'm doing before the winter solstice, which is December 21st. It's something about 13 wishes. And I'll get into more detail about it in another video, but something that we can do before going into 2026. But because it was Thanksgiving, and for the indigenous people, it was Thanks-taking, right? And I understand that. I follow a lot of people who, have a different feel for what Thanksgiving means to them, and I can totally understand that because, well, But I don't want to look at it as Thanksgiving in the traditional sense. I want to look at it as, what were you grateful for? Did you get to spend time with people that you loved? Did you have enough food to eat? Did you get to enjoy being with those that you love? Those are the things that we need to be grateful for. And sometimes we forget. It's not always easy either, the holiday season, being with family. Sometimes, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of resentment, there's a lot of anger. So, did you get through that okay? And if you did, you should be thankful. Be grateful that you got yourself through that, because sometimes we have to show up in places that we don't really want to be, and it's not really easy, but we do it anyway because we know it's the right thing to do for, a family member, or, your mother. You may have to go to your uncle's house who you just do not like at all, but you love your mother, it's her brother, and you have to do that, right? Like, these are the things that we do for those that we love. So if you manage to get through that and it was difficult for you, give yourself a pat on the back, because it's not easy. It's not easy. And if you got to be with whoever you love to give thanks for what you have in your life, remember that feeling, because it's the energy of gratitude, of being in gratitude, that raises our vibration to help us bring in those things that match that frequency of more of what we want into our life. Like, if we want to bring in more joy, then we need to vibrate on a joyful level. And the fastest way to get there is through being grateful for what you already have in your life. Like, for example, and I'm going to do a video on my thoughts on Stranger Things later, but the night before Thanksgiving, I got to spend I watched all four because I'm a huge fan. Like, I'm a crazy, crazy fan. And there was no way that I wasn't going to watch it. Like, I did not want to go on social media the next day and see one spoiler. Like, I had to watch it all. So my niece, who is 15, she made this whole Stranger Things themed. She did a Demogorgon pizza. We went to Trader Joe's and we got a whole bunch of stuff and made it look like vines, and the waffles and the lights she did, like, on the cupcakes, like it looked like the lights. So we went all out, and we had a few people over. It was really small. We didn't want to have a big thing because, people talking, then you can't pay attention. And when we really wanted to pay attention. So basically everybody made it through the first 2 to 3 episodes, and then they left. And then it was just me and Bella, my niece. And we watched the fourth. And I'm not going to give any spoilers. So if you haven't watched it yet, I don't know how, but that's you. But I'm not going to tell you what happened. Just go and watch it. It's just too good. So we watched, it was now probably 1 a.m, right? And we're watching it because we're in Eastern time. And just like screaming at everything that has happened, and so excited about how they ended it. We were like feeling so charged up. We were like, there was so much energy, and we were up until after 3 in the morning with me and this 15-year-old who I absolutely adore, right? Going through every theory that could happen. Every theory that could happen, what's going to happen with 11, what's going to happen with Will, Mike, is there a character going to die, like what we thought. We had so much energy because we were so excited about the show. And that's great and all. Like, I love that. That's the thing. But that's not what I'm grateful for. What I'm grateful for is how much joy I felt in sharing this with this girl, my niece, who I absolutely adore. And it was just the two of us. And that is something that just being with her and doing something together that we were both so excited about is where my gratitude lies. Yes, the show is great, and I'll watch it again and probably again. But it was that first moment of watching it with her that brought me that fills my heart up with joy, because that is a memory that will stay with me. And hopefully, when I'm gone and she's an adult, that will be a moment that she'll remember and she'll think, God, I had so much fun. She calls me Tia, with my Tia, right? Those are the things that I'm talking about. So how are you feeling being with the people that you love? And are there people in your life that you don't feel that joy around? You might need to make some decisions about taking a step back. There may be some people you have to cut out of your life. And there may be some people that, you know what, you don't have to necessarily cut them out, but you can take a step back. You can draw some stronger boundaries, and you'll be more grateful for that. That's how we raise our frequency, and that's how we get more of what we love and what we want. So I just wanted to come on, and like I said, the next video I'm going to share about this 13 wishes ritual to do before the end of the year, going into 2026. I'll give you more details in the next video about that. And I hope that everybody, felt loved over Thanksgiving weekend, whatever it looked like for you and your family, that you got to feel love and appreciated, because that's really what's most important. All right. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye-bye.